Do you live in New York City? Do you like green space? Are you interested in parks? Then listen up because we're going to tell you all about Central Park.
You know the history of Central Park? Seneca Village was the biggest community of free African American property owners in New York 200 years ago. It was built where Central Park is today. Seneca Village was on West 85th Street, close to the Hudson River. By 1829, there were 9 houses, 3 churches, and 1 school.
In the 1830s and 1840s, Irish and Germans moved in. But in 1853, New York City made a plan for Central Park, and the people in Seneca Village were kicked out of their homes, and their property was destroyed. In 1855, there were 25 people and 70 houses. Even though Seneca Village only lasted 32 years, it's still history.
Did you know that Calvert Vaux and Frederick Law Olmsted designed Central Park? Frederick Law Olmsted was born in Hartford, Connecticut. At the age of 35, he was superintendent of Central Park. Calvert Vaux was an architect. There was a design competition of Central Park.
Olmsted knew every inch of the park, and Vaux was an architect, so they made a good design team. They won. They designed winding paths, groves of trees, and sunken roadways. Vaux and Olmsted designed more public parks like Prospect Park and Niagara Falls State Park in Canada. Did you learn anything about Vaux and Olmsted?
Do you know what the caretakers of Central Park do? Central Park has 2 main caretakers. The caretakers of Central Park are the Central Park Enforcement Officers and the Central Park Conservancy. The Central Park Conservancy does a lot to take care of the park. Some of the things they do are restore the park and rake leaves and remove graffiti. Central Park enforcement officers enforce park rules in green space and playgrounds and other facilities. Caretakers are important for Central Park because they keep the park in good shape. The caretakers of Central Park do so much for the park.
Do you know about the interesting features of Central Park? There are 35 million visitors to Central Park each year, and kids, elderly, and adults visit the park. For kids, they have 21 playgrounds, ball fields, and an ice skating rink. Grown-ups can see the lake, trees, and plants in the Bethesda Fountain.
Other features are the 29 sculptures and 11 bridges in the park. There is also a zoo, and it was the first one in New York City. The park opened in 1857, which was 106 years ago. When it opened, there was a huge swamp that they turned into a lake. There is a lot to see in Central Park.
There is a lot of wildlife in Central Park. Central Park attracts wildlife because there are 36 acres of land and there are winding trails, rocks, and streams. It's a place for animals to stay. There are 230 species and the wildlife population is mostly birds. Before Central Park, there were wild mice, dogs, meadowvale frogs, snakes, turtles, eels, and mountain lions. Today, there are owls, bats, slugs, raccoons, warblers, hawks, turtles, ducks, herons, and squirrels. What kind of wildlife do you like?
I hope you enjoyed our video. We hope that you learned a lot.